Hello, my name is Jason JROCK Houston. You guys are listening to an interview being done for Under Influence. My great pleasure to be speaking with singer Chaz West. And tonight we're talking to Chaz because he's in a great new Los Angeles-based Led Zeppelin tribute band called In the Lead. How you doing tonight, Chaz?
Doing great. How are you, Jason?
Now, I'm doing great now. I got to share with you, Chaz, maybe about a year and a half ago, I'd seen you performing with Brian Tishy's Zeppelin tribute, the Moby Dicks, and I was curious, are you still involved with that project, or is that kind of why you're doing this now? You kind of want to have your own Led Zeppelin experience yourself?
No, actually, I'm still doing the Moby Dicks, man. They're all my bros, and in fact, we'll be doing the Bonzo Bash again in January, and at NAMM, and we're doing Monsters of Rock Cruise. So, we kind of got that together. So,
oh, cool.
It's been 4 or 5 years now. So, but everybody's busy doing other things.
Yeah.
Tishy's doing the Dead Daisies and
everything.
Brent's doing Sebastian Bach.
Yeah.
So, just so it's okay. I don't need to cut you off.
Yeah, no, that's great. And I would just, I want to tell people because I got a chance to experience that, and I thought, because at the time it was you, Tishy, Brent Woods, like you mentioned, and Phil Southson, he was on the bass,
right.
and I don't know, from time to time, like you said, that a lot of the guys are busy doing other things, and sometimes they have other guys come in.
Well,
but
actually, the original bass player, it's Michael Devin.
Oh, okay.
Whitesnake too.
Yeah.
He's busy. He was busy with Whitesnake, and then we had James Lomenzo. Like I think he's going to be doing Monsters of Rock Cruise with us now, and then Phil Sousan. So we all everybody knows each other.
Uh-huh.
We're all friends. We've all played together, and it's a small incestuous world.
Yeah.
So.
Now I wasn't. I'm like a lot of people, Chaz. I'm aware of who you are because not just through the Moby Dicks, but I know you played with Jason Bonham and Lynch Mob. Yeah. I wasn't aware till talking to you tonight that I noticed a bit of accent. Are you an Englishman yourself? Are you originally from England?
I'm half English. No, I'm American. My mom is from England. My dad was from New York.
Oh, okay. Great. Now, I guess the obvious question is, where did Led Zeppelin come on your radar? I mean, what's the story? What was the first song you heard of, the first album?
I think the first record that I got myself was Zeppelin 4.
Oh, okay.
A little kid.
Yeah.
But, I had heard my older sister and her friend had, I think it was Zeppelin, well, it must have been Zeppelin 2 then, Whole Lot of Love. I remember I was really young and I was like, what is that? And it just blew me away.
Yeah.
And then I remember my friend and I used to raid his older brother's records, and we'd find like the Zeppelin and the Who and all those kind of bands. That was a little before our time, but I loved it, And so that was probably the first time. Yeah.
And so, share with me the story of from being a Led Zeppelin fan to actually coming to work with the son of John Bonzo.
That was just pretty amazing. Yeah. I mean, it's funny when I was playing with Jason.
Yeah.
I toured with Jason. I did 2 records and toured all over the world for years. People would come to me and say, "Oh, you must have seen Mower playing a million times. You got him down,
Yeah.
And I was saying, I'll be honest, I never got to see them. I was a little too young. I was going to see them in 1980 and 1977, and I was a little young. And then 1980, and of course, Bonzo passed. And the little bit I know, 15 some odd years later, I'd be playing with his son.
Yeah. Wow.
And it was pretty mind blowing. I mean, I got to experience and live a lot of my dreams and goals. And,
wow.
It was pretty cool. I'd wake up in the morning, kind of slap myself and go, "Is this real? Am I really playing with Bonzo's son? Am I really going on tour with him?" And it was great. And he's a great drummer, a great guy. We got very close, and it was. I felt like there was some real. I love these guys, and I felt real musical chemistry with them too. So.
And so when you were playing with him, you said you'd done 2 albums. Was that original material, or was it like you guys...
Well, 1 original, and then 1 record was done live at Electric Ladyland Studios at Zeppelin. Wow. And it was also, because it was called the name of my father, Zepster.
Oh, cool.
It was donated to charity, to the Big Brothers and Sisters of America. Yeah. Big Brothers and Sisters, I think it's called. So.
Yeah, and so now let's get talking about In the Lead, because that's what you're doing. That's what we're talking about tonight. How long has the band been together? And talk about how did you get together with other guys and come to form this project?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's only been going for about a year, and the only reason is because I wasn't looking for another Zeppelin tribute band. Obviously, after with the Moby Dicks, but Mark Ludmer, the bass player, approached me, and I've known him for a few years, and we had done something previously, a couple of gigs, and first was Frankie Vanelli on drums, and then brought in my bro Dave Marino, who's the drummer for Puddle Mud, and we had done a couple of gigs, and and it was kind of like he said, "Hey, I got this," and Sean, the guitar player, I'd known for over 20 years. We used to be in a band together. So before I ever did anything on a major level, so I said, "All right, if I have the time," and that's kind of how it happened. And I said, if the gigs are right, and again, everybody's cool, with Sean playing, I was like, okay, so I said, if it feels good, yeah, I'll do it. If I have the, as long as I have the time.
Yeah, no, that's
that's how it evolved.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing, Chaz, that you're this guy that you're a Led Zeppelin fan. You played with Bonzo's son. You've done the Moby Dicks. Now, when you got approached about this project, were you ever at all concerned that people would start saying, "Oh, this is a guy that's in all these Led Zeppelin tributes"? Like, what if somebody comes to see?
That's what I said. I wouldn't just do it with anyone. And obviously, it has to, because it comes from I have real passion for Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
It comes from my heart and soul. So it has to be done right, and it's not more about the music and basically doing it justice as opposed to trying to look like they did back in the day.
Yeah.
Right, with so many bands, I'm not concerned about that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be in one of those bands. That's not my thing.
And I gotta tell people,
Same with the Moby Dicks.
Yeah.
The Moby Dicks is different because it's more of an all-star set.
Yeah. And I got to share with people, preparing for tonight's interview, I went on your Facebook page. I was checking out some of the photos, and one thing I picked up on one of the ads. You and the rest of the guys are kind of sitting on this couch. There's a white background, and it says in the Led, a Led Zeppelin experience. And what I kind of picked up on that is this is more of like a tribute band. This is you guys, are Led Zeppelin fans, and you're giving people coming to your shows your Led Zeppelin experience. This is your take on the music, which I think is a cool way to do it.
Exactly. I learned that from Jason. You don't understand. That's one of the things that most of the tribute bands don't get. You don't play it. You don't have to play it exactly like the records. I know sometimes there's stipulations with promoters and things like that. Things have changed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember the biggest compliment, when I was playing with Jason, that we got from Jimmy Page. I stood right there and he said, "You guys really captured the Jimmy, the jamming element that we had."
Yeah.
He goes, that was like the biggest compliment you could ever get from the man himself,
Yeah.
I was standing right next to him when he said it,
Yeah, and another thing I noticed, another thing I noticed on your Facebook page, looking at the photos, is a lot of the tribute bands, they try to look really identical to the band they're paying tribute to, whereas what's kind of interesting is you kind of stand up for the simple fact that you're not trying to look identical to Robert Plant, but there are aspects about you that look, kind of similar to him, and the rest of the band's not necessarily trying to look the part of Jimmy Page and John Paul Jones, and I think that's kind of what makes your band stand out.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's just, I just have to be tall and blonde.
Yeah.
That's it, I've had short hair, long hair, it doesn't matter, but, that's who I am. It's me, so, yeah. And that's the thing, I'm not trying to be Robert Plant.
Yeah.
I'm Chaz West, doing basically just the feel of Zeppelin and what they had, and obviously close enough for the real fans, but it has to come from the heart and soul. It's not fake,
Yeah.
And or I won't do it, because the music is just too passionate to me. That band's music, and that's the only band that I'm really interested in doing any as far as covers. It's the only band. Besides stuff that I've already done, like some Bonham or some Lynch Mob, stuff like that, I'm not interested in doing it, except for like a friendly jam or something like that. That's a different story. I'm not interested in doing anything else on a full time as far as covers go. So, it has to be done right, or I don't want to do it at all.
And the cool thing I think is you've proved even before in the Led that you have the ability to do it when you're performing with the Moby Dicks or whatever else. People are aware, okay, Chaz can perform this Zeppelin material. He's got the ability, and I think the cool thing is you're not just a guy going out there trying to be Robert Plant. I mean, you've got enough of a name, like you're saying yourself. People hear the name Chaz West. Oh, he's a guy that played with Lynch Mob. He's a guy who played with Jason Bonham. So you've got your own career going at the same time, which I think is cool. So people can't accuse people can't accuse you of he's trying to live off of the Led Zeppelin music.
Right. No, that's not. I've got in fact, I've got a record coming out in January called Resurrection Kings. It's a new band with Vinny Appice on drums and Craig Goldie from Dio on drums, on guitar, excuse me, and Sean Ham, and it's all original material. Coming out in January on Frontiers right after Man. So yeah, I'm still in the game.
That's
cool.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm doing Zepp is because I love it. It comes from the heart and soul. And, it's my passion. That's what I can do. I've done up to 6 hours of Zeppelin when in Bonzo fashion because it's I feel it.
Yeah.
But that's not my entire career.
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
Yeah. So I was curious, like when you guys do the Bonzo Bash,
right.
Are you like the main singer, or do they have a number of different guys get up and sing?
I'm the main vocalist, and then there's a couple of different guys that maybe do like 1 or 2 songs. But I'm the one. Like last year, we went 6 hours, I think it was.
Wow.
It was 30-something drummers. So it's like 5.5 to 6 hours, and I probably sang a good a little over 5 hours.
Wow.
Probably.
I mean that's amazing. I mean how do you keep your voice so in shape to be able to do that?
I don't know. Somebody up there likes me, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's all about balance,
Yeah.
I mean, I certainly don't live the life of a monk, but at the same time, I'm not yet. I also know how to take care of, I also do, eat right and exercise and all that kind of stuff. So, it's all about balance. That's what life's all about.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, Chaz, I'm really excited about this Resurrection Kings project you have going. I think for number one, it's going to really, hopefully, you're going to maybe be the guy that breaks out because you got, like we said, Craig Goldie and Vinny from, the 2 Dio guys, and then you got Sean,
right.
And each guy's got, a little bit of, quite a bit of experience in their own right. But I think it'd be great if you finally get a chance. People say, "Oh, wow, that's what Chaz West can really do," because the thing about it is people already know you can do the Zeppelin thing, and how different is it doing like that Dio type music versus Led Zeppelin? That just shows what a huge range you must have as a singer,
Versatility, and the cool thing is the first single or second single is a song that Goldie and I wrote together like 5 years ago.
Wow.
So yeah, that's how it kind of started. That's what's kind of cool, and so of course I don't know. Maybe you don't know. I've done other records.
Oh, of course.
Records. I had a band. I was Private Gypsies with Roy Z.
Okay.
We put a record out. We toured Japan, and I had another band actually with a few years ago. Came on an independent label. Didn't do much because the whole industry has changed so radically. But a band called 3-Legged Dog with Vinny Appice and Carlos Cavazo.
Oh, that's right. And then that band kind of correct me if I'm wrong, but did that band kind of morph into the Hollywood All Stars?
What was that? Yeah, well, no, actually, it was the All Stars first. That's how 3-Legged Dog came about.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And then we got on really well, and it was like, wow, this is great. And musical chemistry. Why don't we see if we can write?
See, that's
how that came about.
That's amazing. Just talking to you tonight, Chaz. You remind me of all these things you were involved in. Like, oh yeah, 3-Legged Dog. I remember that.
Right.
Now, you've had such a varied career like that.
It's not my first rodeo, in other words.
Yeah. Have you ever given any thought to like doing a solo type of show where you go out and you play all these different music from these different bands?
If it's done right.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I've got more on my plate still.
Yeah.
Put on my resume before I go to that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, eventually maybe, in the near future.
And you're so busy doing everything, between Resurrection Kings and In the Lead and all your other projects. But
out of trouble,
But have you ever given any thought to a solo album, like a Chaz West solo album?
It's funny. I was approached about doing that a couple of years ago, and it almost worked out. It didn't quite. And then after maybe all things happen, as
for a reason.
Learned through life, all things happen for a reason, and that's probably the reason why. Because maybe I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing now, and I can always do that. And maybe there needs to be a lot more on my resume before. I'm not over the hill yet.
Yeah, no. I mean, we're talking to you tonight. You're still in the game, man. So
I'm not a young buck.
Yeah.
I'm not over the hill yet either. So more on my resume before I would get to that point.
Yeah.
But of course, I wouldn't be opposed to it if it was done right and there was the right people. That kind of thing.
And in regards to Resurrection Kings, do you know at this point? At this point, is it just going to be a recording project? Has there been any talk live dates, or does that?
We're gonna go out on tour next year.
Cool.
Some shows. It's being worked out right now. So
Wow.
yeah, I mean that's how it started. But everybody's into the record. Everybody's is happy with the outcome, and shot 2 videos.
Yeah.
And we're definitely planning on doing some shows for that.
Yeah, I think it's the same label, but it'd be cool if you guys could team up with Vivian Campbell's Last in Line project and do some shows.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that would work out, but you never know.
Yeah,
I'm open.
Yeah.
I'm always open to it,
And so we're kind of wrapping up 2015 here. So I imagine for 2016, in regards to In the Lead, you guys will have a lot more shows coming up. Is that the plan?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there'll definitely be more shows, and there's talk of more in the spring, summer.
Oh,
yeah, definitely. So,
and
it'll be on the Facebook, the website, whatever. I can't really say what dates right now.
Oh, of course not. Yes, because you don't know.
But schedules are all being worked out. I've got a few other, as you know, other things going on.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there'll definitely be some more gigs. We did some great ones this past year. I guess mainly, memorable was Reno and Denver, South Dakota, at a great casino there, which was kind of cool. And some places like that. There were some good shows.
And do you guys typically play like when you do a gig? Do you like to get gigs where you have other tribute bands on the act, or does it kind of just, or would you prefer where people get an evening of just your band, like big theater type gig?
Well, I think it depends. I mean, if it's going to be, I prefer like an original band. If it's obviously tribute, it's okay. I mean, if it goes like you have an Aerosmith tribute along with it, then that's fine. Or something that fits in the same kind of genre of music. I really have nothing to do with that. That's normally the promoters deal with that and the bouquet. So it's like whatever, as long as it makes sense to the audience. But the only thing that pisses me off sometimes is if they have another band that's doing covers and they do Zeppelin. I'm like, oh, come on.
Wow, you got to be.
Please, come on. You know what I mean?
You got to be kidding me. Wow. And
I remember when I was at Face the Boss, man. I think he was in the contract. Like, any opening band you can't do any Led Zeppelin song.
Wow.
Because it's like, it's like, what is it?
Yeah.
Silly competition kind of deal. So,
And how hard is it coming up with a set list? I mean, you've been doing these Zeppelin songs yourself, Chaz, for a couple of years now, quite a while. But
many years.
But is it a matter of, obviously you got to play the hits, but is a lot of it what you think you can do vocally? And do you ever like to play any of the deep cuts?
I'm sorry, what was that? The deep tracks? Like the songs?
But the kind of tracks.
Oh, yeah. Those are my favorite.
Yeah.
Man. Like in My Time of Dying. Stuff like that. Oh, that's I love that. Or Nobody's Fault But Mine. I mean, that's not maybe that obscure, but they're not. Like In My Time of Dying. Give me one. Go ahead, name one.
I don't know. I always like Dire Maker. That was one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, I've done Jamaica many times. Jamaica, just so you know.
Yeah.
So that's how it's pronounced. It's not Dire Maker. The client made a joke about that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Actually, it's an old English joke. You want to know how they came up with that name?
How?
I mean, it's kind of stupid and silly, but it's the truth. It's basically, wife went on holiday. Jamaica? No, she went on her own. That's what it is.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow, I never knew that.
No, she went on her own.
Wow.
That's it. So you learn something new every day. There you go.
Yeah, we learned.
That's where that came from.
Well, we learned something new here today. Thanks for.
Because what our client said, he goes, we first, once we toured in America, I'm not right. All the DJs, I love that song, Dire Maker. It's like, it's Jamaica.
So you were sharing with us earlier, but you correct me if I'm wrong, but you've actually met Jimmy Page himself.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, I stood right next to him when he listened to our, the live at Electric Radio, and it was great. It was like, that's what I said, the master himself. And,
wow.
He said, you guys really captured the jamming element we have, which I thought was the greatest song in the world, and I've always stuck with that. That's why Zeppelin, I do the Moby Dicks, remember?
Yeah.
In Led, it's like, got to make sure that you capture that, because I'm not going to be one of those guys that just goes out and just plays exactly like the records, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not what it's about, It's got to come, it's got to be the feel, and you got to take chances. You got to, it's like you're off-roading a bit. you know, and get back onto the main road. But, you know, you got to take that chance, and they always did. And 9 times out of 10, it would work. There would be that one time, but you know what? If you put enough players, you get back on track, and it never becomes a train wreck.
Have you ever met Robert?
I did, yeah. I met Robert a couple times.
Oh, okay, that's cool. You meet the man that you're paying tribute to. That's got to be a great feeling.
Yeah, I met Jimmy before I met Robert, but yeah.
Okay.
I met Robert a couple times.
And I got to ask, as a guy that's played with Jason, I imagine at this point you've had a chance to hear about Celebration, CD, and see the movie. What was it like for you to finally see your buddy playing in his dad's place?
I was happy for him.
That's great.
I was really happy for him.
Yeah.
It meant a lot to him, and I was like, you know, your dad. I know your dad is beaming down from the heavens. I'm sure. He really did a great job.
Yeah.
You know, and he proved himself. So I sent him a private email and from the heart.
Yeah, and the very last thing I want to ask you before I let you go, Chaz, is being a Led Zeppelin fan, I know that you are. What have you thought about all the remasters that they recently put out?
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I mean, it just shows me because it just shows, and this is timeless music.
Yeah.
That weren't even alive, or barely.
Yeah.
That are into it, and that's to me they were the greatest.
And to me the cool
hard rock blues band of all time.
To me, the cool thing about
can top that.
Yeah. The great thing about those remaster CDs they recently put out is all the bonus stuff. I mean, all that extra stuff they found that had never.
All those extra tracks, exactly. That's so cool. It's just,
would you ever consider, just for a fun thing, like when you perform within the Led or the Moby Dicks, throwing in one of those bonus tracks that just for fun, say, oh well, this is a Led Zeppelin. That'd be a cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If people are into it, absolutely. Yeah. That makes it more fun for the artist.
Yeah.
I'm just playing, the same songs that every Zeppelin tribute band plays.
Yeah.
Everybody wants, okay, great,
Yeah.
rock and roll, one love. But after a while, okay, it's fine after you play for 2 or 3 hours and it's at the end.
Yeah.
But it's like, come on, let's do something that they were such a versatile, musically, amazingly musical band that, they encompassed so many genres of music.
The thing I dig about Page and Plant, is just they stay really true to their roots, and I've heard they refuse to do interviews because people have called them heavy metal band. They're like, no, we're not heavy metal.
They hate that term. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all labels. That's the way record companies were. They got a label.
Yeah.
They were far from that. If anything, they were a heavy blues band.
Yeah.
I mean, I love metal. Don't get me wrong, but they encompassed folk, and they got into the Indian and kind of guitar and strings and things like that. Everything, and then of course the blues was there from day one. Willie Dixon's song.
Yeah.
So that's what made them. They were so amazingly talented individually, in their own craft. And then they came together, and they were just like an atom bomb.
Wow. And so I just got to ask you, a guy that's been, again, you're such a huge Zeppelin fan. Obviously, you've been playing these songs for many years now. But what keeps you motivated to keep doing this? I mean, as far as paying tribute to Zeppelin, I mean, what makes it continually to be fun for you doing this?
Well, when you feel it on stage, and then people getting off on it, that's what does it for me. And I'm playing with guys that are feeling it. And it's not just, we're just not going through the motions. And I'm not up there trying to look like Lola Plath, and and I got a guy over here in a dragon suit, thinks he's Jimmy Page. No, that's not what it's about.
Yeah.
And the passion, and there's it's musical chemistry. It's an unspoken language on stage, and any real musician or artist knows it's either there or it's not.
Yeah.
Just like in a personal relationship, you either know it's there or it's not.
Yeah.
Right off. And it's the same kind of deal.
I gotta,
when it's there, it's.
And I gotta ask if you.
Orgasm. It's like the greatest orgasm in the world.
Oh yeah. If you.
And the audience feels it too, which makes it explode even more. So
Have you ever had a chance to see Led Zeppelin again? Like, to me, they're one of the ultimate Zepp tributes, and I know one of the guys in your band actually had played with them previously.
Yeah, I know Swan and a couple of those guys, and all the power to them. That's
Yeah. No, the reason I was asking is because I was reading on your Facebook page that one of the guys in the Lead actually previously played with them. Is that correct?
Sean.
Yeah.
Sean had played with them for a bit, the guitar player. Yeah, he had.
Yeah.
He did it for a bit before they got the new guy, Jimmy.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, but that's a different kind of thing.
Well, I know your time is limited today, Chas. I'm going to let you go, but I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to do this, and just say, like a lot of people, I'm also looking very forward to Resurrection King. So, when the time comes, if you'd like to talk to me about, huh?
I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited about that.
So, when the time comes, if you'd like to talk to me about that, I'd be more than happy to help you promote that. But
sure.
And this interview itself, this interview itself will be going up in early January, maybe mid month. But sorry if I was cutting you off there, but it's such a pleasure to be talking to you, and I really enjoyed talking to you.
Well, thank you, Jason. Yeah, it was a pleasure talking to you too, man.
Hey,
happy holidays to you.
Okay, happy rockin' holidays to you too, my friend, and we'll be looking for In the Lead next year.
Okay, man.
Take care, my friend. Bye-bye.